Hi, my name's Janelle and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing how to pattern hack the willow pattern to create this really cute wrap top. So to be able to make this wrap top, you will have to purchase my willow pattern, which I'll have a link to down below. You can purchase it in either physical or digital form. And purchasing one of my patterns is an amazing way to support me and my channel and allows me to be able to make inspiring and helpful tutorials for you. So let me show you how to make this super cute wrap top. So like I said, for this project you'll need to purchase my wrap dress sewing pattern, which there will be a link to down in the description below. For my wrap top, I'm using this beautiful burnt orange linen that was kindly sent to me by A&R Fabrics. First, let me show you how to pattern hack the pattern pieces to make this top. You're going to need the bodice front and back pieces and the sleeve piece cut out into your size. First, lengthen the bodice back by about 3 centimeters or 1.5 inches. I'm just using some tracing paper over the top of the pattern piece to make the pattern hacking easier. So you should now have a bodice back piece that is slightly longer than the original, like this. Next, take the bodice front and lengthen the angled center line by about 20 centimeters or 8 inches. Then lengthen the other side by about 3 centimeters or 1.5 inches to match the bodice back. Draw a line from each of these measurements to create the bottom of the pattern piece. Then trace the rest of the pattern out as normal, skipping the darts along the waistline. So you should have a new pattern piece that looks like this. Lastly, take the sleeve pattern piece cut at the short version and fold it in half. Cut along the fold line until you get about 2.5 centimeters or an inch away from the top of the sleeve. Spread the sleeve out slightly, creating a 7 centimeter or 2 3/4 inch space. Then lengthen the sleeve by 5 centimeters or 2 inches and widen the bottom of the sleeve from the 5 centimeter point by another 5 centimeters or 2 inches, meeting the top of the side to that point to widen the sleeve slightly. Then lengthen the bottom of the sleeve by 5 centimeters or 2 inches, which should create a slightly curved shape. So you should have a new sleeve piece that looks like this. Once you have your hacked pattern pieces prepared, it's time to cut them out in your fabric. Start by taking a water erasable pen or some tailor's chalk and use it to mark out the side darts onto the wrong side of your fabric, remembering that we're not using the waist darts on the bodice front. Then pin them in place. Stitch the darts in place. And then press them towards the center of the garment. With right sides together, place the bodice front pieces onto the bodice back. And stitch them together at the shoulders. I then use an overlocker to stop my seams from fraying, but you could just use a zigzag stitch on your sewing machine instead. And you should have something that looks like this. Next, hem the entire front and neck edge by folding and pressing the fabric by about 1 centimeter or 1/2 inch twice. Stitch in place. Next, with right sides together, place the bodice front onto the bodice back and this time stitch them together along the sides. Now hem the bottom of the top in the same way we did for the front and neck edge. You may need to cut some of the fabric away at the point to make it sit a little bit nicer. Stitch the folded fabric in place, and you should now have a completely hemmed garment like this. Now to make the sleeves. Start by hemming 2 rows of gathering stitches in between the notches along the top edge of the sleeve. Then with right sides together, fold the sleeve in half and stitch together along the side. Hem the bottom of the sleeve, again by folding the fabric by about 1 centimetre or half an inch twice. Stitch in place. And you should have 2 slightly wide sleeves like this. To give the sleeves a little bit of puffiness, I'm going to add some shirring. I've shared a whole tutorial on how to shirr fabric, so definitely check that out if you've never done it before. But basically, place a bobbin that has been hand wound with some shirring elastic into your sewing machine and change your sewing machine settings for shirring. Again, check out my other video to learn how to do that. Then stitch a row of shirring about 3 centimetres or 1.5 inches from the bottom of the sleeve. Then stitch another 2 rows of shirring, lining your presser foot up against the previous row of shirring to keep your stitches even. The shirring gathers up the fabric and makes it stretchy. Next, use the gathering stitches we made before and gather the top of the sleeve slightly. This helps to ease the sleeve into the armholes of the top. And you should have 2 cute little puffy sleeves like this. Pin the sleeves to the top, matching the seams together. Then stitch the sleeves in place. Next, use a seam ripper to remove any exposed gathering stitches. And your wrap top is complete. This last part is optional, but for my wrap top, I decided to add some snap fasteners along the front to be able to clip the fabric together. Simply hand stitch the snaps onto the inside of the top. And snap them together for a little bit of extra coverage. So, how does it look? I'm so happy with how this wrap top turned out. I just think it's such a cute addition to my wardrobe and works so well with the pair of high-waisted jeans. Also, the colour of the fabric is amazing, and I just think those cute little sleeves are just the most flippin' adorable things ever. I'm very, very happy with this pattern hack, and it's definitely going to be one I'll be making again in the future. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have a go at pattern hacking the willow to create this look, then I would love to see it. So be sure to tag me at Rosery Apparel when you share your pictures on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you could give it a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Have a lovely day and thanks for watching!